Harry. How are you today?
Good, Louisa. How are you?
Good, thank you. I wanted to have a chat to you about why a person in the self-employed construction industry would pick a broker over going directly to the bank.
Great question, Louisa. A person who's self-employed in the construction industry should always go to a broker instead of going to a bank directly. The reason being, once you go to a bank, they'll ask you specific questions and you'll give specific answers, and then you'll get a approved or declined outcome. Now, you being, let's say, a builder may not be fully aware of what the bank's looking for. You may also not be fully aware of how to present yourself in the most favourable or accurate light. So putting yourself out there and hoping that the answer's an approval is risky business. Also, going to usually it's your own bank and asking them for finance is not a good idea, because your own bank may not have the best solution for what you're looking for. An example is, if you go to a Ford dealer, what car will they sell you?
They'll sell you a Ford.
Every time. Same way, if you go to your own bank, they're going to try and put you into their products. It may not be the best solution for you, the most competitive, the cheapest, but that's the only option they have. And the only other option they have is to decline you. So you may be putting yourself in not the best lending solution, and you may be setting yourself up for a decline when you may not necessarily have to do that. The impact of, Louisa, of having a decline on your file is quite significant, because obviously they've done a credit check, so it'll be on your credit report. Also, have you heard of open banking?
No, can you explain it to me?
Sure. Open banking is if you happen to go to your bank and you put in an application via your bank manager, and that application's declined, then when you go, if you decide to do it again and go to another bank, the second bank can actually ask for the application you made with the first bank. Any idea why that's an issue?
No, why?
Well, because you need to put in the identical application with the second bank. Otherwise, if it's significantly different, it may trigger a fraud alert, as well as getting another decline on your file. Now, you may think, well, how do you do a different application? Well, this is where your finance broker comes in. An experienced finance broker will understand your financials, may be able to work with your accountant to make sure that, sometimes you may need to pay more tax because you're showing more income. That's okay. That's bad for a tax perspective, but it's a very positive outcome for a lending perspective. Or you may be in the middle of the tax period and not have your financials ready. So you may just want to do what's called a low doc loan, because you don't have your financials finished. And rather than making do with previous years, which may not be as good as your current year, you put your previous year's financials through and you get a second decline. Now, it also will trigger another credit blemish on your credit report. And long story short, Louisa, going direct to a bank could set you up for a very long time, having a lot of difficulties when it comes to lending. So the answer, always go to an experienced finance broker first.
So how would you pick a good broker?
Okay. A good finance broker, and I'm saying finance broker rather than a mortgage broker. First of all, if you're self-employed in the construction industry, all your finances are interlinked. So your home loan and your business loan impact each other, because you get your income to pay for your home loan from your business, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. So choosing a good broker usually comes from understanding that the broker's expertise must be, in this case, in the construction industry, because not all lenders are the same. Not all banks treat different industries the same. So having a broker that's experienced in finance,
yes,
and experienced in construction is essential. Brokers like Chocolate, we've been around for more than 20 years. We're definitely experienced in construction and finance, but Anyway, that's just my perspective.
Okay. And so how would a good finance broker benefit a self-employed person?
So an experienced finance broker in the construction and finance industry would be able to do things like work with individuals within banks that they know are experienced and good at construction finance or dealing with developers or dealing with builders. So we know not only the lenders and banks that are good at doing it, but we also have our own individuals within those organisations that we can talk through and workshop deals and make sure that they understand the unique perspectives of our clients. There's a level of trust that also goes with being around for 20 years, where they know that we're good at what we do, and the clients, if we put you up for finance, it's because the finance is going to help you do even better and achieve your outcomes compared to, I will just give it a go, which sometimes more inexperienced organisations may tend to do.
So what you're saying is go to a broker instead of a bank first.
Yes.
And make sure you pick an experienced broker who has the knowledge in the industry, that the construction and trade industry.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Louisa.
Oh, excellent advice, Harry. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
See you next time.
See you next time.